This is Gary Bledsoe from whoisgarybledsoe.com, and I want to talk to you about two things that can turn out to be a bad situation, but guess what? It can actually be a very good situation in the long run. So stay tuned. The first thing that I want to talk to you about that can possibly seem very bad in the beginning, but then eventually turn out to be totally perfect for you is I'm going to tell you what it is, and then I'm going to give you a quick story about it. It's called a setback that you have, a setback in life could possibly set you up for one of your greatest victories. It could be set you up for one of the greatest things. A lot of times we go through setbacks, we go through bad situations, and we think that those bad situations are the end of us. We think that it's the end of everything, that it's never going to change. But it possibly could be a learning experience that life wants to teach you in order to set you up for a victory. It's sort of to set you up for something good. And I'm going to give you a story. And a lot of people probably want to know why am I going to share this story, because I hope that it can bring value to you. It can help you out in a situation like this, or maybe you know someone that went through this, or someone that went through it, not actually at that age group, but something similar on a bigger scale. My son, when we first moved here to San Antonio, Texas from New York City, from Long Island, New York, back in 2011, my son went to school. Now, the school system in New York is a little bit different than the school system in San Antonio. They start a lot more reading earlier here. I'm not saying it's better or anything like that. I don't know how it is. To me, both of them are perfect, but it's just they started reading a little bit earlier here. And my son was in the first grade, and he struggled. I mean, that was one of the worst. My wife and I felt like we should not have moved here. We should have waited until he was able to read to move here, because he struggled extremely. I mean, he used to come home frustrated. I was frustrated. My wife was frustrated. And we really, truly did not know what to do. We felt like it was our fault when we know it wasn't our fault. And he got left back that first year. Now, none of my family, none of my immediate family, my wife, me, my daughter, none of us got left back. We were all honor roll students all the way up until high school and on, and I felt like, gosh, why did I put my son through this? Why did my wife put our son through this? But now he just finished the second grade. He went through another year of first grade. He finished just now. Today is his last day of school in his second grade, and I'm so proud to show that. And I don't want to get emotional, but I'm so proud to show that he's got a presidential award. That means he received 95s and above. I believe it's 90s or 95 and above all year long. It means everything he put his hand on, he did it exceptionally. He didn't get a perfect score, but he did it exceptionally, in which he was recognized for the President Award. And every year he kept getting, every month or every test, he kept getting all these different, they call them spirit sticks, in which when you're doing perfect and you're getting stickers, and he was just doing it extraordinary, and to the point where he's getting promoted to the third grade. And it was funny because we ran into his teacher today, and his teacher said, I didn't know that he got left back because of his performance all year long. She just found out today, last day of school, when she was getting his report card and everything together, that he got left back his first year in that school. And it was because he took a setback, and we took that setback, and we said, we're not going to live in that setback. We're not going to let that be the end. We're going to lead up and make that a victory. That's going to be a victory. So if you right now are in a setback or in a slump or in anything, first and foremost, I want you to do the first thing. Put in your mind, because it all starts in your thought. Your thought is energy. Energy goes out into the world. Words are dynamic. Words are thoughts expressed. And we have to put the first in our mind and tell your thoughts and think this all the time, that this is just a temporary setback. I don't care how permanent it looks. It's a temporary setback, and I'm going to set it up for a victory. Then I want you to put it into your words, and you tell your words, affirm to yourself, I'm going to take this temporary setback, and I'm going to make a victory out of it. And that energy is going to come out, and it's going to happen for you. So don't let your situation control you. You control your situation. The second thing I want to say to you is, dare to be different. Dare to be different. Don't be afraid about being different. When you become different, I'm going to tell you, first of all, it's going to lead up to what I was talking about, the setback. It's going to lead up to that about the setback. When you're different, and you're out there and you're making yourself known and you're branding yourself for your business, you're going to encounter some very negative things. You're going to encounter negative people who are going to be just straight up jealous of you. You're going to encounter some of the most bad situations because people don't want you to be different. You know why they don't want you to be different? Because you take all the excuses away from them about what they should be doing, but they're too lazy to do it. So they want you to go with the masses. They want you to be like everybody else. Every single top leader in my company and other companies, not my company, sorry, not my company, companies that I've learned from other people in the past companies. I didn't really hear too many of my companies say this. I believe I was one of the first ones that said it in this company, is look at what everybody else is doing in the world, in the company, everyone else is doing that is not having the results that you want, and do the opposite. You want to be successful? Do the opposite. Dare to be different. Dare to be different. You're going to encounter some adversities. You're going to encounter some obstacles. You're going to encounter some doubters, some haters, some naysayers. But guess what? Being different separates you as a 3%er, because 3% of the population earns the most money, controls the wealth, and it's going to separate you from the 97%. And the 97% percenters work for the 3%ers. So which one would you rather be? A worker of the 3%ers or an owner of an employer of the 97%ers? I want to be an employer of the 97%ers. So dare to be different and understand that a temporary setback can set you up for a powerful victory. So don't be afraid to be different. Let people talk about you. Let people say things. And I just want to let nothing happened to me. I'm just letting everyone know that these are some things that come up in my heart, in my mind, that I feel like maybe someone out there is going through this. And I feel like I'm not saying to you what I'm saying to you. I'm not saying it out of my mouth. I'm receiving from what my higher power, because I feel like somebody might be going through these two things right now. And I want you to understand that you're being able to be set up for a powerful victory because you dare to be different, and it's going to work for you, and you're going to have the lifestyle that you've always dreamed of. It's going to manifest in your life. I call it to you right now. Have a blessed day and enjoy.